You're in. Come on.
Out.
Drop shot. Way out. Way out.
Oh, damn, I got you there. That's the end. You can now compare it to your opponent, see how much you got.
I still think
Last point cost. I'm the loser. Oh, Hunter.
But Russell lost every point. That's good.
I'm playing.
Okay, now you can drink it.
Playing. We can drink it now? Yeah, that's why.
I need round one though.
All right.
You'll be drinking.
Come on in.
Margarita ladies thing.
Anna pushed it to the ultimate so that she spilled all the water. All right, okay. So the question was, when did you spill the water? When were the times when you, when were the times when you really had to focus on the cup because you were in danger of spilling the water? Because it's not exactly the same, but it's a good exercise for you to start understanding when is balance a problem? When is balance being challenged?
You're going down.
Okay, so when you bend down low, right, when you go down line,
Deceleration to acceleration.
okay, when you were, say that again?
Deceleration to acceleration or acceleration.
Okay, more, was it harder when you went from stopping to running fast, or was it harder to actually stop? Stop it, yeah? So that's quite important for us to remember, that especially with the body size that we see with younger kids, remember they have, your head grows like twice as long, but your legs grow, I think it's 5 times longer than they do at birth, or 4 times longer than you are at birth. Right, so actually as you get older, your head is less of, up to a certain point obviously, right, your head is less of your body mass. So of course as you move, your head's big, stopping is the hard thing, right? Starting like a kid go like that, now they move. Right, so that's quite important for us to remember, that the stopping bit is harder than actually deceleration. Yeah, it's harder than acceleration.
If your feet supposed to be like 30% of your body, weight is the head. It means if your head is in the wrong place, your body's gonna lose balance.
Yeah. But even more so with little kids, because their arms and legs are shorter. So if your if your legs are shorter, you can't create such a big triangle to create balance because they're actually shorter. Yeah. So you have less of a frame to stabilize everything. All right. Okay. Were there any other times when you spilled water?
Wrong shot selection.
Okay. Wrong shot selection. Okay. So when we were slowing down, when we were bending, when we were stretching for a ball,
When we're changing the angles of football angles, like running, stopping, and
when you were going forwards.
yeah,
Changing direction. Good. Right. So all those times, if we do an activity where we're working on balance, right, the actual ways we can challenge balance really simply are: we narrow your base. Yeah. We move. Yeah. With a special emphasis on stop. Right. We take away one of your senses. That'll also challenge balance. Yeah. And basically, we take this bucket of water to its extremity, which is what you just did. Right. So if we move it as wide as we can, as high as we can, as low as we can, yeah, we rotate it. So some of you did actually spill when you were rotating as well, right? Then there's a danger that we spill it. So we're going to do a little balance game activity. We're going to build it into different things. Whilst you're doing it, I want you to focus on those bits and see if you can add something to it. This is a bit more of a give a man a net rather than give a man a fish. You understand that principle? I want you to be able to think about what we just said and apply it to this activity. Okay, so just make sure you can see. We're going to do the activity just here. Okay, I'm going to do it with Scott, Joey. Why is it Joey, Scott, and Patrick all look like a boy band? I get confused. Right, let's go. Right, here we go. All right. Okay. All right. Okay, so here's a very simple activity. You might have seen it before. I've seen it done very badly a lot. Right, put your hands up. Okay. What you have to do is you have to put your hands up like this. Now you have to focus our eyes. Okay. No, so you have to look at the space. Okay, and we're going to move that way. And we're going to stop as we reach the service line, and we're going to come back again. All right. You ready? Okay. Ready? Go. So you keep moving like this. We're going to stop there. Now what I want you to try and do is think about, you might have seen that activity before, it's been stolen lots of times, right? You have to keep your eyes focused, but now we have to find ways to add one of those balance challenges. So for example, when we get to the end, we're going to take the outside hand and we're going to reach as far as we possibly can without taking that foot off the ground. Okay? Ready? Go. Yeah. Reach, as far as you can. There you go. Okay. As far as you can. That's it. Okay. You start to feel it, especially if you've got a cracked rib. Right? Okay. Or we can narrow our base at the end. So when we get to the end, you're actually going to stand on one foot. Okay. Okay. Foot. Okay. All right. Or we could go up. Yeah. So when we get to the end this time, we're going to go 1 foot and we're going to reach up as high as we can. Okay? This foot. This hand. Okay, that foot. Outside foot.
Like a mirror. Like a mirror.
That's it. Good? Go, guys. He's almost getting it. Alright, give him a ball. Let's have another one. Do the same. No, 2 fingers. Same. You have to make it harder, Joe's too good. Ready? We're going to go wide on the wide one. Ready? This time we're going to get there, reach out as far as we can, bring it back. There you go. Oh, here we go. Up. Okay.
The foot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Still doing the
Right.
thing.
All right. Okay. So I want you to think about the little things you could do that might challenge balance within that activity, because that once you get that right, has everyone seen that before a little bit?
In the half-five one.
Okay. Well, look, the most important thing is you don't hold hands, right? So when they hold hands, it looks like this. All right. So we either focus on the space or we look at it, because what you're trying to do is, I always say, if Warner Brothers made tennis players, right? You know Warner Brothers? The cartoons. The one who would win every single time makes this noise. Meet me. Okay? Because when they draw him, his legs are like that. And his body's like that. Just still. And if he sees a seed, he can stop, boom, like that. Get the idea? Right, so what we're looking for is the legs to be moving. You noticed before, look at it again. See how much the legs are doing all the work, but the hands are staying exactly still. Same thing here. Here's the tennis court. Yeah? This is what we want to establish, and we want to try and get quite early on. Right, we don't want this. We don't just want running. We want the legs to be the engine, the upper body to stay still, because that's where we're controlling our bucket of water. Okay? Right, get yourself a partner. Let's take a space between you have to take at least a space between the alley and the service lines. You need about that much distance or baseline to the back fence. See what you can come up with on top of those. Let's go.
Reach your balls.
Whatever you want.
Alright, so we gotta be creative. He said come up with something else. Okay, we ready? Alright, which one was first? Let's go that one? Yeah. Okay. Let's go. Huh?
Yeah, we're good there.
So let's reach. Okay, ready? Reach. So he didn't put this foot up there. Yeah, on the reach. Put your foot on the ground. Ready? Let's do the reach.
I forgot that hand.
Going. Okay. You guys jump in that space.
Okay. So we're going over and we're reaching like this. Okay.
You guys look great.
Hey, reach. Oh, we're going up? Let's go reach. Foot on the ground. Okay.
Alright, hold on just a sec. Hold on, just one more I forgot to add, right? So sometimes we do this as a battle. Right, so a battle looks like this, Katrina. Look, it's nice of Katrina to wear her UK sweatshirt today in honour of the Englishman. Right, thank you for that. Alright, okay, you ready? So this is going to be what we do. We're going to move there and stop on one leg.
Okay.
When we get there, right, I'm going to hold the ball like this. You're going to keep your hand flat. I've got 5 seconds to get you off balance.
Okay.
Okay, you can't grab the ball or hold my hand as much as you might want to. You just got to keep your hand flat and you must keep it attached to the ball. Okay. All right, you ready? So, okay, ready? Here you go. So one leg. 1, 2, 3. Heavy drinker. Right, okay. All right. So hopping means you lose your balance, by the way. All right. So if the person does this, they lost. You have to stand dead still. Let's just do a slow-mo. Dead still. No, the other outside leg, always the outside leg. Okay, hand flat, like that, and I'm going to move it and try and find where her weak spot is in her balance. She's grabbing it, cheat. Right? Okay, got 5 seconds. Then I give her the ball, come back, do it again, and she has to try and get me off balance 5 seconds. So you can take any game and make it like competitive if you want to, into a little battle. All right? Okay?